then you can actually rewrite.
Right, guys. We will start in a few minutes. Just you can go and sign the attendance, please. All right. Thank you. Morning. There's 37 of you now. I'm still approving them. So ada dalam 10 orang lebih sikit still not in. Okay. Awak sign dulu. Right, I have good news and also not so very good news. Good news is that many of you did very well in your test. Okay. Many of which who got full marks. Okay. The not so good news is that I have made it is entirely my mistakes lah ya. Which is alamak, lambatnya lagi korang nak join ni, baru 42. Which are my blunders actually, so I have to apologize in advance. Let me just go through the okay. How many of you now? 43. Should I start? Mana lagi 7 orang? Alamak, korang ni terhege-hege lah. Nanti saya dah start baru nak masuk. Okay, where were I? Okay, now test. Saya sikit galat because I think the mistake was entirely mine. Okay. Number one is that you have question 1, 10 marks. Question 2, how many marks question 2? Question 2 was 5 marks. And then question 3, 5 marks. Okay. Now, my mistakes is that this one I have not taught you yet. Alamak. Dia tak keluar pula. I have not taught you yet, not covered. Okay, not covered. And another mistake is that this one is, question 1 is an example from my, not my notes, but from my YouTube. Yeah? Yeah. So, only the question 2 is correct. So, macam ni lah. I think we go into, kita go into, I can, so this one I have to cancel. Question 3 I have to cancel. And question 1, because it is 10 marks, an example for my video, therefore kalau saya nak cancel, it will be too much. So what I do, I divide by 2 lah. So it will be 5 marks. 10 marks which is moderated to 5 marks. You understand? Yeah. So in other words, it is 10 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2. So total for your test is 10% only. Okay, which I will give you later in your, okay, let me just check. I'm gonna attach here to you. Where was it? Kejap ya. I'm gonna attach. I have again some of the comments saya letak dalam. I put it is inside the what do you call it? You punya Putra Bright itself. Okay, now looking at your WhatsApp group. Okay. So can you have a look at your WhatsApp group? So basically your WhatsApp group is that apa nama? You will see your carry marks. So question 1 tu saya divided by 2 plus question 2, so that is your total. And the details of the marking is in the Putra Blast. I've already noted kat mana mistake awak, etc. Okay, so that so good news is that many did well. The not so good news part is that we still have 15% remaining, because 35 we have so far 35 plus 10, so berapa you ada? 45. So 45 you are left with 15 more carry marks. So I'm thinking and I still have at least 2 more. Actually I have 3. But since we are running out of time, maybe I can summarize it to 2 modules. So maybe these 2 modules can cover the 15%. And I need to give you a quiz. Sorry, not quiz. It is like a quiz lah, but you treat it as a test. Boleh tak? Okay. It will be easy. It's almost similar to what you have done before. Boleh ya? Nah, today lah. Saya tak ajar lagi. Macam mana saya nak bagi awak hari ni? For the remaining module. Okay. So now, the next question that we issue that we have, this is already week 12. Okay. Yang saya nak ajar ni agak panjang-panjang juga jalan kerja dia. Therefore, I may need to do additional lecture. Will that be okay with you guys? Lu, maybe over the weekend? Hello? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, you have exam for on Friday. So I'm trying to finish a lot by next week. So either we go weekday malam atau we go weekend lah. So this is for you to discuss. Okay. Now, okay. So let me just go through a little bit of your this is, I'm gonna go very quickly. Many of you got 4 marks anyway. So I'm gonna go through the marking scheme. So the first one is regarding the circuit. I don't want to dwell so much about this because the answer is in my Laplace 7 YouTube clips. So what do you do first? You substitute, okay, 6 in resistor. Impedance is 3 milli, so 0.003. Voltage is 12, so you substitute into this, so you get this. All right, so that is how I mark it. So each substitution 1.5 mark, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, you got 1.5 marks. Then you Laplace them, so 6 becomes 6is. This, because it is di dt, so it is SIS minus IT, yeah, but the IT we've already stated, we assume the initial current is to be 0, so multiply with SIS only, so 12 is 12 over S so for each of these 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 1.5 marks. And then you bring the IS, group the IS, and this is what left of you. So this is 1 mark. So 4 marks for question 1. Now, in any way, if you kalau salah tulis tak betul apa ke benda, I do minus 0.5 marks ya. Tengok balik. I do give my comments exactly line mana dalam you punya jalan kerja tu yang salah. So now you want to solve it, so you have to invert it. So the easiest part to invert is to norm 0.03s into s, so divided by 0.03. So everything divided by 0.03, this is how you normalize it. And then after you normalize it and you realize I'm gonna take out only this part, meaning I take 4,000 over 200s, meaning without 1 over s, because we know 1 over s is integral. So I assume from is, if I take the smaller part, this part as fs, so the ft, and this is clearly a first shifting theory where a is equivalent to minus 2000. So first shifting theory, exponential multiply with exponential minus 2000t. So you have 400 here, so it's 400 here. So this is 1 mark. And then the fact that you know that it is 1 over s, so it is integral. So integral to itself is 1 mark. Okay. And then when you the results of integral, make sure it is minus 2000. Okay. Over minus 2000. Some of you put 2000. I also minus some marks there. And then so this is your final answer. Very straightforward lah. Okay. Okay, so here is 6 marks over here. So many of you get almost 2 full marks. All right, now question 2. Question 2, the first part you get the f prime t. Okay, now f prime t, you're still left with 60 cos 60. So you cannot stop at first derivative, you have to go to second order derivative. Some of you put until first order derivative, so salah. So when you go to second order derivative, this is what you get. Okay, so 1 mark for f prime t, another 1 mark for f prime t. So the next part is for you to do the to get the Laplace transform from the theory itself. So this is from the theory. This is for the theory, but when you substitute f0 and f prime 0, these two will be reduced to 0. So what is left is Laplace of the second order derivative is equivalent to s squared fs. So this is 1 mark. The next 1 mark is when you equate both. So this one, you get 12 cos 60 minus 36t sin 60. When you Laplace it, you should get this 12s over s squared plus 36 minus 36 fs. So this is 1 mark. Pardon me, banyak angin lah saya hari. Okay. Then what do? Then you group group the fs, so you will get this answer 12s over s squared plus 36, and the whole thing in bracket you square it up, right? So that is another 1 mark. So many of you get full marks. If you don't understand, you can ask your friends who got the full mark. Okay, so we are done with that. Let me just go through our lecture today. Oh no, not the Alambert. I see you're still one. Sorry, yeah, stop share. You are still one module left for, hold on, yeah, for the second shifting theory. All right, so far you have learned first shifting theory. Okay, I'm gonna share this. Share screen, second shifting theory. All right. So far you have learned first shifting theory. First shifting theory is basically the signal is shifted in the frequency domain. All right. So in other words, let me just, why is this not functioning? Is it functioning? Okay. So in other words, the first, okay, now first shifting theory. First shifting theory. Alamak. Okay. First shifting theory is the signal. This is ft. Okay. You multiply with an exponential function e to the power of at. Okay. So then only when you Laplace, it is shifted in the frequency domain. So here, S H I F T E D in spatial domain. Okay. Now, the second shifting theory is when it is shifted in the time domain. Maksudnya here, kalau dia shifted into the time domain, F2 sendiri T minus A multiply with unit step function U T minus A Laplace. So this is it. Okay. So your Laplace here e to the power of minus AS Fs. So here, look, kalau shifted tu is the minus part. The second shifting theory is here. Shifted in time domain. Remember soalan 3 of your test yang saya cancel tu because it is actually this part, it is shifted in the time domain. Okay, so we're gonna go through brief example here, introduction here. Again, we're gonna keep on referring to this table every now and then. Okay, we're not gonna do deriving Laplace from its what do you call it, from the kernel function. We will refer to the table. Okay, now this is Heaviside function, or unit step function we call it. All right. So it's as simple as this, yeah. Katakanlah, where is my annotation? Okay. Let's say you nak kata macam mana ya. Okay. Kelas saya sepatutnya start. It should start. T0 is when it is 9 o'clock. Contohnya, okay. So let's say it is being delayed. Allahu Akbar. This lousy tips. It is say it is being delayed by A. Okay. So in other words, rather than they start straight away when T is equivalent to 0, okay, it is being delayed at it is being delayed at T equivalent to A. So in other words, before that it is 0. Before A it is 0, meaning prior to A it is 0, nothing. After A only it is 1. Okay, this is after A. All right. So do you understand this concept? Faham tak? So when you are to write it, okay, you are to write it in this way. So function. So we call it unit step function. Unit step function, the annotation is U T minus A. So what does it say? The unit step function says when the other two, this is what? This is 0. When it is 0, before A. When T is less than A. This is what? This is 1. When do you get 1? When T is more than A. You can put it like this, equivalent, doesn't matter. All right, so this part of unit step function, do you understand? Alamak, kena panggil seorang-seorang lah korang ni. Faham ke tak faham? Faham? I just realized there's Irina, there's also Irina. Okay? Nama korang ni semua nak dekat. Pening saya. Okay. Irina faham?
Faham.
Good. Irina faham?
Faham.
Faham Okay. Now, so this is the Laplace for unit step function, okay? So Laplace unit step function, remember in other words, mana dia? Kalau korang tengok, okay, if you look into your table, is the Ft equivalent to 1, Fs equivalent to what? Table. 1 over S, betul? Betul?
Yes.
Now, unit step function T minus A is exponential to the power of minus AS over S. See, the exponential is actually in the spatial domain. Okay? The delayed or shifted in the time domain. Dia terbalik dengan first shifting theory. First shifting theory, the exponential is in time domain. The shifting is in spatial domain. So it's terbalik. Do not get confused. You just have to look. So if you want to know whether this is first shifting theory or second shifting theory, take a look at the signal. Is it being shifted in the time domain or in frequency domain? Is the exponential in the time domain or the frequency domain? That's all you have to know. All right. So if this is it, maksudnya the function, so you can assume this is Ft, Ft is 1, which is 1 over S. So in other words, function of Ft multiply with, Ft minus A, it has to be minus A. Ft minus A, I'm going to, okay. Never mind. Before I go into the theory, take a look at this. All right. Now, very important that you understand this part, yeah? I'm going to annotate, change color. Okay, now, if this is sine t, now if you look here, it is being delayed by what? 0.7. Okay? Alamak. Alright, okay. So in other words, it is being cut at 0.7. So how do you write this? You katakanlah FT, say, my tablet ni is giving me headache. Okay. Let's say FT is sine t. This means it is being multiplied with a unit step function, which is like this. Okay? Which is 0.7. So what is unit? How do you write unit step function? U t minus a. So a here is 0.7, 0.7. So how do you write this? So this is equivalent to what? Is equivalent to sine t multiply with u t minus 0.7. Aduh. This is purely, it's not my handwriting, it's ugly. This tablet is giving me headache. Okay. So in other words, this is ft multiply with u t minus a. Okay. So this we call it, I'm gonna call it a signal which is cut. Cut. Okay. Now it's different from this. If you look here, this whole sign is shifted. If you compare it with this, see, the whole sign is being shifted. So in other words, in order to write this, this is f itself is being shifted t minus a. Okay, rather than ft, it is t minus a. The whole thing is shifted. It only starts at a here, 0.7. Multiply with unit step function u t minus a, because unit step function will give you that shape. You know, it is multiplied. So only after this point you have values. Otherwise you have something like that. Okay. Do you understand this part? Is that Gano? Faham tak faham? Izzat Farid. Faham tak faham?
Faham, Doktor.
Yes. Faham tak faham?
Faham, Doktor.
Okay. Now, so very important that you differentiate between the three, yeah? So I'm gonna, so the first one is sine t, okay, which is ft. This is a ft multiplied with the unit step function. This is ft shifted ft multiplied with unit step function. So three different things. Now, the second shifting theory says that, what's the time now? Alamak. Okay, we still on time. Saya tak ada my mobile phone with me. So the second shifting theory says that, let me use yellow. Pick. All right. The second shifting theory said, now, for a signal which is shifted, multiply with a unit step function, okay? T, sorry, this is T. Ya Allah, my tablet is giving me a headache, okay? So the Laplace is, see, the exponential here is here, E minus AS Fs. See, exponential is in the spatial domain, shifted in the time domain. Opposite of the first shifting theory. So if I have here, if this Fs is 1 over s square plus 1 square, and you shifted everything here where the a is 0.7. So if you apply the theorem, so it is exponential minus as times with fs. So here, the Laplace of this exponential minus 0.7 times with s, which is this one. So over s square plus 1 square. There's two Fatin eh. Fatin nombor 1 faham? Ada 2 Fatin kan? Fatin, where are the 2 Fatin? Fatin, faham eh? Alright, okay. I'm going to clear all these drawings. Alright, okay. So that's how you shift it. Now, alamak. Kejap, stop. How do I do? Annotate? No. No annotates. Okay, let me just. Alright, okay. Now, okay, this is the part you have to be careful. Okay, remember, there's one signal which is cut. There's one signal which is the whole thing is being shifted. For the cut one, okay, this is where this is where the differences lies. When the whole thing is shifted, you get this. But if it is only a cut signal, okay, the Laplace itself need to be shifted. Alright, again, I'm going to repeat. If Laplace of ft minus a multiply with u t minus a is equivalent to e minus as. Fs is what? Fs is Laplace ft. Betul? Therefore, a cut signal which is only ft. Okay, beza dia ni. This is ft minus a. Ft minus a meaning the whole thing is shifted. Ft, the signal remains itself, but it's being cut. It is only activated after the a. So, multiply with u, t minus a. So, if this is the case, it is still e minus as, but rather than fs, which is Laplace ft, it is Laplace ft plus a. I'm going to use another color for here. ft plus a. See? Beza dia di sini. The differences is here and here. Alright. Now, Tashrin. Where are you, Tashrin? Tashrin?
Yes, doctor.
Are you okay so far?
I can't see where you're writing, doctor. Are you writing on the slide?
Yeah. Can you
I can't see. No.
Oh dear me. Other people, can you see?
Boleh.
It appears on.
No.
I cannot see too.
No.
CV nampak?
Huh. How come some of you see, some of you cannot see? Alright, okay. Let me just put, okay, I'm gonna stop share. No worries, no worries. We need to, it's okay. If I have to go slowly, I'll go slowly. Main important point is that you understand the concept. Now remember again, yeah? Assuming this is this, sorry ya, saya punya tablet ni is giving me headache. This is T, this is sine T. Okay, this part, this is sine T minus A, assuming this is A, multiply with U, T minus A, and this is the same thing, but let's say I start here. So in other words, this is cut, this is A. So assuming this is sine T, multiply with U, T minus A. So this part, do you guys understand? Tashrin, do you understand this part?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so this part, Laplace of ft is equivalent to fs. Okay, are you okay here, Tashrin?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so this part, Laplace of f, which is shifted, multiply with u, which is, of course, unit step function is shifted, is e a minus as fs, or I'm going to put it here, or e minus as Laplace of f t. Do you understand here, Tashrin?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go here. But in this case, Laplace of ft multiply with u, t minus a, this is cut signal. Because this is not shifted, it is only a cut signal, is exponential minus as Laplace f t plus a. Okay, so here you have to plus a. Sebab sini tak ada minus a, so here you have to plus a. Now, do you guys understand here? Cecilia, where are you?
Yes, yes.
Faham?
Faham.
Find the he number 1. Dan find he number 2. Satu Kolakai, satu Pasir Mas eh? Faham tak dua orang? Pasir Putih, faham tak? Faham tak the teori? Faham eh? Okay. You better understand it, okay. Now I'm gonna clear all the story, stop sharing, okay. Let's go back to the slide. So this is what the slide says, okay. Number 1, annotate. Right. Number 1 is when the whole thing is shifted. So this is Laplace ft. Number 2 is a cut function. So here Laplace ft plus a. All right. So in this case, it is being cut a equivalent to pi. All right. So how do you solve this? Okay. So if I were to follow this formula, Laplace of ft, it is actually a sine wave, but multiply with ut minus pi. Okay. So Laplace of sine t is actually apa? Sine t is 1 over s square plus 1. Okay. So here will be e minus as times Laplace f t plus pi. So e minus as is what? E minus pi s, because a is essentially phi. Do you guys see I'm writing on the slide? Guys,
Yes, Doctor.
Tashwin, do you see me writing on the slide?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Multiply, okay. So what is Laplace this? Okay, don't freak out. Don't freak out. The first thing, you don't have to freak out. Take a look at the identities, okay? If I were to draw a sine wave, this is sine, okay? If I were to draw, if it is minus, you bring it in front, okay? If it is plus, you bring it in front or backwards. I'm gonna go for Irina. Okay. If ft minus pi, saya bawa ke ini apa? Ini tangan kanan. Saya bawa ke kanan. I bring it to the right. Meaning it is being delayed. So ft plus pi ke kanan ke delayed or faster? Forward or backward?
Forward.
Kanan ke kiri? Cakap kanan kiri senang.
Kanan. Tadi
Irina.
doktor ke kanan.
Irina, kalau tolak, you go kanan. Kalau tambah,
Tolak kanan. Tambah kiri.
kiri. Okay. So you go kiri, you go that way, you go left. If it is okay for Wang, yeah. If it is minus, you bring it to the right hand side. Right is minus. Okay. If it is plus, you bring it to the left hand side. So I'm gonna bring it left. So I'm gonna start here. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. So if you look at this sign, what is this? What is this sign? So this is F T plus A. What is this sign? It is actually the mirror image of this, betul tak? Irina, mirror image, betul tak? If you flip it, betul? It is mirror image. So if this is sine t, then this should be minus sine t. So it is the mirror image, all right? So the first thing you need to do not freak out. So in other words, this is Laplace minus ft, because ft is sine t. So it is negative. It is the mirror image of it. So it is, you can substitute negative. I bring this negative in front. Negative e minus pi s over s square plus 1 square. It's as simple as that. All right. Do you understand this part? Aimanuddin, where are you? Aimanuddin? Hello? Tidur kan Aimanuddin? Pradeep, where are you?
Yes, doctor.
Do you understand?
Yes, doctor.
All right, good. Now, okay, so we are done with this. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have time. Do we have time? Do we have time? Oh, we still have 5 more minutes. Okay, so shifting is quite common in any processes. This is just to say that shifting is the common thing. Okay, if you look here now, the first thing you have to look here, if you get this example, now is this a cut signal, or is it a delayed signal? You, where are you? You,
Yes,
You?
doctor.
is it a cut or delayed?
Sorry, I can't hear very clearly.
Is this a cut or a delayed signal?
Delay.
Delay. So you use the form function E minus AS FS. Okay, what is A? A equivalent to 2. 2. Okay, what is Fs? Fs is when sine. Sine, you get what? 1 over S square plus 1 square. All right, and you take the 5 out here, so 5 goes here. All right. Oh, not here. This part. Okay. Here 5. Okay. Delayed E minus A is 2. So minus 2. Minus 2S. So multiply with this. So you bring this there. Settle. Very easy, yeah? Okay. And if you were to draw this, can you draw this? Can you draw? Okay, clear all drawings. Okay, how do I draw this? If this is sine wave, this is pi, this is 2 pi. Pi is what? 3.142. So imagine 2 will be here. 2 will be somewhere here. So a delayed signal, because the whole thing is delayed, so this will be 2 delayed. Ta-da! And you multiply with unit step function. Ta-da! Let me just use another color. Okay. So, ta-da! So this is my signal. Do you understand? Here? Akasha, faham tak faham?
Yes,
Hello?
doctor.
Do you understand? Yes or no?
You see me, Akasha? Yeah, understand.
All right, okay. Where are you, Wang Yinan? Do you understand me? Wang, hello, Wang. Hello, Wang Yinan, are you there? Is he there? Wang, if you listen to me, Wang, I know you guys write in Chinese, symbols a lot. But your handwriting, Wang, for God's sake, it's maths. You don't, I think you know what I mean. Like, it looks more like a Chinese handwriting where I cannot, it is, frankly speaking, Wang, looking at your answer script, I don't know what you're writing. Okay, please improve your handwriting. Not just Wang, other people as well. I think siapa hari tu saya sound Hazmi. Halunya ya Allah ya Tuhanku. Please I'm not a robot. It's marked by a human. Please make sure that your handwriting is legible. Any handwriting, I cannot make sense of your handwriting, is as simple as I don't give you marks. It's as simple as that. Kalau saya faham, saya bagi markah. Kalau saya tak faham, I cannot read, there's no marks. It's as simple as that, okay? Right, okay, so it's... okay. Thank you, Wang. Okay, now we are done here. Do I want to give you class this weekend? Let me know let me know. But we have 2 hours on Monday. Okay, never mind. We do 2 hours on Monday first, which I will try to finish this. Then we'll see how much more that we need. Kalau tidak, malam boleh at night time. Nobody is overseas, isn't it? Everybody is in Malaysia. So I think if I start around 8 o'clock or 8:30 should be okay lah. We have our normal lecture next week, Monday. We'll see how much we have covered. Then we will discuss, because you still have exam this week. We will discuss when is your next exam. All right, that's it. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Salam. Thank you, Doctor.
Salam.